An illegal lottery lawsuit involving billionaire Elon Musk is on hold in Philadelphia after the mogul opted out of showing up at his own hearing.
This morning, DA Krasner was here to testify. Elon Musk didn't show. On mischief night, Elon Musk and his PAC, AmeriPAC, filed legal papers to have the case removed from this court to federal court, and we will proceed to federal court, and we will address the issues there and seek to have the matter remanded back to the state court. After all, this is a case that involves state law issues.
Well, Musk was ordered to appear at this hearing today, but was a no-show. His legal team is now working to move the case to a federal court. The original lawsuit was filed by Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner, who alleges Musk's daily million-dollar giveaways are in, quote, illegal, unregulated lottery. The federal government also sent Musk's super PAC a warning, notifying them they may be violating federal law. Now, Musk, who has been out stumping for Donald Trump, says he is not breaking any laws because people are not getting paid for registering to vote. And he argues his PAC America super PAC launched the sweepstakes to encourage people to sign his petition supporting the First and Second Amendment. So for a deeper look into this case, I'd like to bring in legal analyst and trial attorney Misty Marris. Misty, great to see you. Thank you for your time on this. First of all, how significant is it that Musk was supposed to appear in court in person and did not?
Yeah, so this is actually being blown up a bit more than it should be. He was required to appear for what was a state court filing for an injunction. His legal team sent a removal motion. That means remove the case to federal court. So Musk not showing up at the state court proceeding really is either here nor there, because the state court can no longer hear the case at this point. It's now under the guise of federal jurisdiction. So the federal court is going to make the decision about whether or not the case stays in federal court or is ultimately moved back to state court. But at this point, his showing up, this wasn't defiance of a court order. This was made sense procedurally based on what happened with that removal motion.
All right, so Missy, explain what this Philadelphia judge did today, and then specifically what it means going forward.
So it's important to understand exactly what the issues in this case are about. So on the one hand, you have the state court issues raised by the district attorney. They're saying that the lottery itself is a consumer fraud. It doesn't abide by the rules for disclosures of lotteries in Pennsylvania, and they're also calling it a public nuisance. So it's falling under these state laws. Now, what Elon Musk's team is saying is that this all relates to the federal election laws. It all relates to the presidential election. And the super PAC that's actually distributing the money is a federally registered entity. Therefore, federal court is the appropriate venue. Now, what the judge did here is what happens in any case where you have a removal motion. Basically, the judge in the state has to wait for the federal court to make a determination about who has jurisdiction. So this is kind of in the procedural area where the state court judge really couldn't do anything meaningful in this particular time frame.
All right, so Misty, also the Philadelphia district attorney, he's claiming that he is now the victim of numerous social media attacks, many of them anti-Semitic. We know that Musk has posted about this lawsuit to his millions of followers. He obviously owns and operates X, so it means he owns and operates those algorithms. How does that potentially influence what happens?
So it's actually not really a part of this case. That's more about a safety issue relating to those involved with the litigation. And I think one of the things that was criticized is that the individuals who exposed the district attorney's address those posts were only removed. Those users were not actually penalized or taken off the X entirely. And so that's a whole separate issue relating to that safety concern, but it doesn't really have to do with the underlying merits of whether or not this lottery can operate legally in Pennsylvania.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.